Hey everyone, and welcome to another great episode in How to Build in Minecraft. Anyways, dudes, today we're going to be building something more along the lines of what I've been doing lately. I got into a few factions servers and noticed that if you belong to a group of people, to a faction, that every once in a while, actually more often than not, your base, your big, ultimate, massive base here, I'll kind of show a glimpse of what you guys put so much hard work into building as far as factions go. They get raided. And when you get raided, you have to start all over again. You're kind of stuck with nothing. So what I'm going to show you guys is kind of a backup base just in case you get wrecked and you have nothing left and you have to start from scratch. Now, this is basically intended so you could have a place to go to that has a bunch of backup stuff. So you'll take some weapons and armor and enchanted stuff and you will hide it here. Now, the basic items you're going to need are going to be a little bit of everything. Now, mind you, in most faction servers, most of the stuff is purchasable. And you got to make some of it, but most of the time you can go and buy it on these servers. So what you're going to do is you're going to go and try to find, kind of like this right here, a natural pool of lava. Now this is way too small, and none of the lava pools that are in my world are big enough, so I'm kind of generating my own. But most worlds have a big enough pool of lava either underground or somewhere that is able to hide this, and you're going to want to hide this underneath that pool of lava because it's XRAYers that you're trying to hide from. A lot of people have the X-ray mod on, and they could see through the, what do you call it, through the world to try to find your stuff. Now, the other thing that a lot of people have is detecting chests, and there's a way to hide from that as well. So what you're doing here is imagining this is a pool of lava. You're going to be underneath it. You're going to dig underneath this pool of lava until you find the bottom, and you're going to be building this structure underneath. Or you can build something like this. You're going to dig a big old hole out, and you're going to make this base. And the way I'm making it is like a 10 by 10. You can make it a lot smaller, obviously. You can go as far as like a 6 by 6 if you really need to make it really compact. I'm making it this size because this is the size I think it needs to be to house all of our stuff. Now you can make this for more than just you if you wanted to. If you have somebody you really trust that you don't think will turn on you and kind of go to another faction and then let somebody else come in and raid your base, you can let them know. But this is really intended to kind of keep secret between you and you alone. So that way no one knows where this is. So again, I have my little 10 by 10 space, and I have this little pop out here, and I'll show you what this is for. This is kind of our escape route. We're gonna make this, the inside walls are gonna be 3 blocks high. You can make them taller if you want to. I think I might go 4 blocks in this just because I have the room for it. And then the 5th block on top is gonna be my roof. Now, you don't want to put the roof on until you're just about done, and I'm getting bombarded with messages. I should have turned off notifications. Sorry, guys, I can't answer right now. I'm in the middle of recording. Okay, so I'm going to build this up as high as I can, and I'll show you what we're going to put inside. Now, what's inside is really crucial because, again, this is your fallback base, kind of like your fallout shelter after apocalypse hits and your giant base, your awesome base, the one that you've built with your faction, has been destroyed. Not saying that your base is going to get destroyed, but I've seen it happen more times than not, and it sucks when you're starting off from scratch. You almost want to give up and you don't want to go back into that faction server. You might as well start somewhere else. Now, that's not the case for me. I want to make sure that I have something to fall back to, and that's why I'm showing you guys this. And I'm not saying that you guys don't know about this already. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know how to build something like this or have built something better than this. That's not the point. The point is I'm just going to show those of you that don't know so you guys can survive in a faction server. Now, I've almost got this complete right here. Now, this right here is going to basically be your doorway to the Nether. That's how you're going to get out. So that's what we're going to be basically doing. This is going to be our roof right here. I'm not going to put the whole roof on. I'm just kind of putting a frame on it just to show you guys where the roof is. Now, am I level with this top block here? No, okay, I have 1 block to go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm kind of putting this on real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to put inside. Okay, so I'm going to drop this up, and I'm going to blah 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 blah. I'm going to want to grab some bookcases, which I didn't grab. That's really important actually. So I'm going to grab bookcases. I'm going to grab furnace and all of our essentials that we need in order to build. Let me see here. Cauldron. Okay. So I'm going to put on this corner here, I'm going to stick our enchantment table, and it needs to be floated away, obviously, just a bit right there. And you want to put, not those, you want to put bookcases alongside of it just so you can get the most out of your enchantments, because that's really important in factions, is because to get your enchantments up as high as possible is the most important thing, really. You can build this out to be like this if you really want to, just to get the max, what do you call it, out of it, enchantments out of it. Okay, so I'm going to kind of do this bit here and this bit here, and there we go. I'm going to drop some torches in here in a minute, but for right now, this is going to be the gist of it. Okay, so I'm going to put our bed. The bed is really important because this is your spawn point, essentially. So you want to make sure that you have a proper bed placed somewhere, and that's going to be where you're going to spawn in again. You all know how a bed works. You sleep in your bed, and that is your spawn point from there on out, and you want to make sure that nothing breaks that bed. You don't want to move that bed after you've slept in it. You want to make sure it stays put, and you don't want to sleep in another bed somewhere else in the world. Okay, so we're going to drop an anvil right there. So this is kind of our little stand right here. You can either put this in really quick, or you can do an endless water supply. It's really up to you. I'm going to build an endless water supply because I think it's more useful. Now, I'm using obsidian, obviously, because I think it's the strongest material, and you can buy a lot of this material, again, on factions. Some faction servers you can't. You're going to have to go mine it up, and this would be a lot of obsidian to mine up. But you just got to make sure you have the proper tools to do so, and you'll be all right. So I'm going to do an endless water supply over here, only because I want to make sure I have enough water to supply my my brewing stand. And then you're going to fill up the rest of the room with chests. Now you can do various ways of doing chests. You can actually stack them up, and then you can do a trap chest next to it. That way you can maximize the space for chests, and you won't have any wasted space. Now, I don't know how much stuff you're going to store, but honestly, I would suggest having as many chests as possible. Only because that way you don't have to worry about hold on a second. That way you don't have to worry about running out of room to store any of your backup stuff. Because, mind you, your faction base, your big base, will have so much stuff in it, it won't really matter that you have some of the stuff missing from that base, because you'll need it later on. Again, this is just to back you up. Hold on a second. Let me put these there, and you can actually store that there. And you can have these kind of running the gamut of your entire base. So that's really good to have, guys. You're going to want as many chests as possible. And you still have plenty of room if you wanted to stick another bed here. You could easily do so. You can stick one there or stick one right on top as well. You just crouch down and stick one. I forget how to do it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And another thing that you can build, this is something that I like to build, honestly, is you don't need to have all this space here, is an auto furnace. Auto furnaces tend to dump into a chest. Let's see here. Boom. We can put that there. We can do that there. And we can dump one into there like that. All right. And we can put one up there like that. And then you can put a chest on top of that guy. Oops. On top of... Come on. We can use the trap chest, I guess. There and there. Now, this one's going to be tough to get to because of that top block. You might want to drop this down a bit, or you can just like leave that open like that. Actually, that'll be fine. You can kind of dump materials to cook with there, and all the stuff that you're going to be cooking into the hopper there, and it's going to automatically funnel through and then end up in this chest, which is kind of nice. Anyway, so that's kind of like the gist of what you want inside your backup base, but we're going to want to make sure that it's going to be secure as well. So I'm going to drop some of this up here, and I'm going to grab my lava and cake, yes, because you got to have cake. We'll put a cake right there on the ground. Yeah, that's where cakes belong, right? I'm just kidding. We'll put a cake right. We'll drop a cake right there. Okay. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and come on out on this side, and we're going to. Oh, wait, we do need to light up the Nether Portal. And boom. Okay. We hope that's going to somewhere that's in a good location. Now I want to. I don't want to close this up entirely, but if you, I'm just going to show you for example, and I'll punch a hole back through to get back inside. But if I do this, close it all up, and a lot of times people build this stuff and they just kind of throw lava on top of the whole entire thing, and it kind of wraps around and it covers everything, which is great. Except for the fact that when somebody's looking through their X-ray mods, it looks really, really suspicious, and they're going to go check it out. It's going to look like somebody's hiding a big block of something under the ground, and it looks like a base. I mean, honestly, that looks like somebody hid that. Somebody made that clearly, and they're going to want to go and investigate. So the idea here is to kind of build this out. Oops, I'm going to drop this down actually one block. I'm going to drop these blocks in here, and I'm going to make this come out as far as possible to make it look like a pool of lava. That's the goal here, is to make it look like a natural pool of lava. Again, where you guys are building hopefully will be somewhere that a pool of lava already exists, so it won't matter as far as having to recreate a pool of lava. This is just something that I have to do because where I'm placing it in my build world. So my build world is just basically a flat world. So let me go ahead and get this. Okay, so I'm done with my build here, and you can see the lava kind of dripping through the roof here. We do want a little bit of light in here. Unfortunately, nothing in here is generating enough light to make a difference. We don't want it to be like totally dark in here, but just a couple torches will do the trick. Now, I don't know if X-rayers can see the torches or not. That may be something that you may want to just turn off. You might want to put in like a glowstone or something, but I'm not quite positive on how that works. I haven't really looked at the X-rayer as far as torches go. I know you can see things like chests. Now, if you want to not, if some X-rayers can see chests. Now, the way around that is either using a dispenser or a dropper. I know they hold a lot less items, but if you put a dispenser or a dropper in, you can hold 9 items. You just have to fill up this entire room with the dispensers and droppers. Then you can put signs on there, and that will eliminate the X-rayers being able to see your chests. Now, I know it's a lame fix, but honestly, it works really, really well in some cases, only because X-rayers are really horrible at finding, or really good actually, should I say, at finding you and finding your things. So if you have the less things the X-rayer can see, the better for you. Okay, so now we're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the way out of the Nether, and make sure. Or out of your base, should I say, and make sure you're going to have the proper tools. So I'm going to have a diamond pickaxe in order to cover your tracks, because when you leave, you don't want people to be able to come back in. Again, you have already slept in your bed, so you have a spawn point, and you're going to want to exit through into the Nether. Now, once you're in the Nether, my Nether is flat, obviously, so it won't matter right now, but in a regular world, it's going to be obviously terrainy, and you're going to end up somewhere odd, but you're going to want to cover your tracks. So you're going to want to eliminate this Nether portal, and you're going to want to save the pieces that you eliminated, and you're going to want to grab obviously some nether quartz, because you really do want to cover your tracks entirely, only because you do not want anybody finding you. So here we go. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to go to another part of the Nether over here. Again, it's a flat world, so everything's, you know how the Nether works, where you go, I think it's like every 1 block is like 6 blocks in the overworld, right? In the regular world. So you're going to want to build your Nether portal again somewhere further away so it could put you outside of your base. And we're going to go ahead and ignite this. Now, you don't have to hide this because this just takes people back to the overworld somewhere else, not in your base. And it puts us somewhere else, pretty far away from where we were. You see what I mean? I didn't go very far, but it took me really far in my world. And again, you're going to want to cover your tracks. You don't want people to know that you've coming and going from the Nether, so you're going to eliminate this this end portal here. Now, it's not important to know where your base is. Even though you probably already do in the overworld, but it's not really all that important, because what's going to happen is you're only going to spawn there if you die. Now, you're not going to spawn there any other time. The point is that you've made it back up to the overworld. You're going to go back and start to build your faction base with your faction, and if you die again, you'll end up back to where we started. Where did we build this? Right over here. You're gonna end up back over here. So yeah, dudes, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoy this video as I'm swimming in my my water here, my endless water supply. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. This is something that I think is really cool to build. And if you guys did like this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below as hard as you can with your obsidian block. And if you're at all new to our channel, dudes, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. It's greatly appreciated, and it lets you dudes know when we upload our daily videos. Until next time, guys, see ya!